everyone. Took a little break from cleaning for a second. Check on Bittrex, the market a little bit. Talk about videos, and got some of my interest peaked. Some things some of you guys are talking about here. BitBay. That's a cool fucking idea. Offering you cards, legitimate ones, not scammer cards, to be able to withdraw and use your crypto money, as well as pay your bills from your crypto. That's pretty fucking sweet. On top of that, there's an exchange on there. I hopped in. I hopped in there. I made the jump too. I bought some BitBay. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, hopefully this picks up, because people really look at this. It's a fucking brilliant idea, and scammers have been getting away with selling people cards supposedly loaded with crypto and shit like that for a long time now, and now you can get your card. They're already working in Poland, so this is already a concept that's been proven to work. So I don't know. I just want to give you guys an update on that. Let you know that I'm hopping in. I'm not telling you to. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. It's your money, not my money. I do what I want with my money. Alright? Do your research. As I always say, don't invest anything you aren't willing to lose. And I say that not saying you're gonna lose, but you don't want to invest something that's gonna hurt you financially, put you in a bind. So it's cheap right now. It went down in price. It's like 4 cents, I think, a piece. So I bought a nice little stake in them. We'll see where it takes us. You know, for right now, I'm happy with my other contracts right now. I'm gonna upgrade I think my Bitcoin contract on Genesis tonight. I got a group of guys that we all kind of use each other's codes. We send each other a Facebook message, or a text message, email, whatever it is. I got a couple different groups, networks I should say, of people in the crypto game that I work with, and we all kind of help each other out to just make each other more money. Almost a month ago, I was kind of slighted by someone who put some trust in, and so yeah, the only good thing that came from the situation was that a lot of the people that were part of this conspiracy, you could say, that burned a lot of people, was that we all got together and we started networking and talking to each other and coming up with ways to help each other out, keeping each other informed of new information we were finding out about different scam artists and these. I kind of touched on it in, I think, my first video, these multi-level marketing sharks that literally like prey on people. They start these groups, and what they do is they'll join a failing system, let's say, and they fail for these people, and then the people all come back to them talking about how they got scammed. So the people tell them, I'm going to help you get your money back. There's a new program that my friend is working on. I know the owners very closely, or I've talked to them many times before. They're transparent. One of the only transparent, or that's what's going to make them different. They give you a guaranteed this much back plus binary commission, and you can see them and you can listen to their webinars. It's just like, it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, you think because you can see someone's face, so that means you know who they are? There are people with like 10 different accounts that are being run by different people just to go in and moderate and see who's saying what about their new scam company that they've come up with or whatnot. And I know this because I've said things to the wrong people in these groups, and it's gotten back to the people that were in charge of kind of the ring, and I was ousted. It's happened a couple times because I got a big fucking mouth, and some of these people just like to, I don't know, try and like act like they know what the fuck they're talking about, or act like they're like really doing shit, making big moves and trading, and you can see right through it, and you know that they're scam artists. One lady was trying to talk like she was the in charge of everything, you know, like she was the all-knowing crypto queen. And someone in one of the groups ousted her as a scam artist, and she was actually already investigated by the SEC. Had already been involved in like multiple MLM Ponzi schemes, and the biggest one that she was complicit in, I guess, in the end of it, I couldn't find the documents showing how the case ended. She claims that everything was dropped, but on a lot of message boards that talk about these Ponzi schemes, they talk about her. She's brought up a lot. So she got ousted by someone who did a little research on the admins of the group, and she immediately shut the group down, closed it out. It was actually on the one FBI video saying like the FBI was looking into all these scams and to go check out these victim groups and shit. And it was one of the ones in the video was like justice for Gladio coin victims or something like that. So as soon as this lady ousted her, and we started talking about it in the thread where she did, she shut the group down. Then she was in another group that I was in that was for like people who were involved or had been swindled from eCoin Plus, where they were like sharing information from that they were doing on their own, and their investigators that maybe they had hired had looked into and found. People were taking it pretty seriously that they got burned. Some people were saying like individually they had put in like 60K, which is just fucking crazy to me. Or a group of people from this faith-based ministry or group in Chicago had pooled together 100K, you know, and then lost it all, you know. And it's just fucking nuts. And it's like, it's sad because, you know, I was saying these people will start these groups, and then after they lose that one, they will get in before it starts, you know, to the next one. And they already have built their, like, their binary network. So as soon as it opens up the very first day, they may already have like, you know, 40, 50 Bitcoins on each leg in binary commission that they earn. And their whole group that's gone with them is now making money on the first day. So they're taking care of the people that they burned the last time by burning new people this time. And, you know, that group of people now will just move to the next scam with each other. And now they've created this network where they talk about how great each other are, and, you know, that they're great leaders and helping, because they've been, like, blinded by how much money they've stolen from people. And they don't realize that they're literally stealing from some of the most, like, helpless people who have absolutely nothing to their name, have zero money left, put their savings in, or, like I said, like, we're trying to do something good, like aren't very smart, just heard about cryptocurrency, and like we're like, oh shit, you know, I know this person and I trust them, and that person was swindled by some shark, so I'm gonna invest this money into this fucking get rich quick scheme, and then they lose it all. And yeah, it's their fault for being stupid and just like throwing in money like that, money that they couldn't afford to lose if something went bad. But at the same time, like the part that pissed me off the most was that the one lady kept trying to demonize the victims that she had like made money off of, and say that, you know, it's not her fault that they didn't do the research, not their fault they didn't look into it, or, you know, she didn't tell them to join her, that they had to join her team, you know. But I had like seen her Facebook post from before telling everyone the opportunity they were missing out on if they didn't join her team, and posting pictures of her getting like 10 Bitcoins a day deposited to her. Like, what type of impressionable person who doesn't know anything about the crypto world, who sees an older lady posting shit like that, isn't gonna like want to trust that lady? You know, especially the older adults that are kind of just getting into this, they see other adults who are older into this, they feel like, oh, there's a connection, you know, or, you know, they can show me how they're doing this, and, you know, it'll be a networking thing. Not realizing these people are just out to scam as many people as they can, and they've almost been copied for, so now they know what to do and what not to do. And the thing is that I actually, I think she's the reason that I got blocked from the one. Well, I know she is, because I was getting into it with her, and I called her out on a bunch of stuff that I had kind of uncovered on her. And two of the admins of the group were complicit in a different one, which if you look at my my blog that I have here on Steemit, you'll see that I actually wrote about one of the companies. And I don't know how people would believe it. They're telling people that off of, I think, a $3,000 investment that they'll turn it into $1 million in 3 weeks or something like that, or 3 months, some crazy shit like that. And at the same time, they're trying to say like this is one of the only transparent binary network companies. Join our webinars and all this kind of shit. And when you go through the website, there is no transparency. They don't say anything on the website. They just have a fucking link to a YouTube video and then how you can like join. So I don't know, man. This shit's just crazy. But yeah, like I said, thank you for all the support, everyone. Watching the videos. Help me out over here. I absolutely love Steemit so far. The community is great. Like, a lot of interaction, which I love. Like, I got tons of comments on my videos last night that I put up. I wasn't expecting it at all. You know, I went from, everyone starts at a 25. I'm at a 34 already in rank. You know, it's been really cool to see, you know, just like English was saying that, you know, you're just generating organic followers, and the people that are on the community, not adverts and advertisers, they're not the ones paying you for this. You know, the community members are. And if you put out good content and, you know, they enjoy what you bring to the table and, you know, your enthusiasm or you as the person, you're gonna do well on here. And yeah, I look forward to where this is gonna take me. So for now, like I said, tonight when... Oh, the other thing is, I was talking with someone in one of my comments yesterday about BitConnect because, you know, they were like, you know, I'm going to make some people mad because I think it's a scam, blah, 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 blah. And I told them, you know, you're not making anyone mad. Like, I invite all comments, you know, all open debates, you know, like in my comments and stuff, as long as it's not going off topic. And he was giving me, like, some reasons why he did. And I just told him, you know, I don't really see eye to eye with you because I did a lot of research on the company. I talked to people who I know in other countries who have seen events and things they're doing. I have a background in, you know, in web page design and app development. So knowing what it takes and what it costs to build an application for Android and for Apple, that also gave me confidence in the BitConnect system because it's not easy, it's not cheap. So for a scam to have put that together, they're trying to really fool a lot of people for a long period of time. The other thing is that, you know, there's so much more to it than just lending. He brought up, you know, like it just seems like you can just lend, you know, things in there, and that's not the case at all. You know, there are people who have miners set up to mine BitConnect coin. A lot of people don't know that. So there's a lot of things going on. It's more of a community than a company or than just a website. And I don't know. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. A lot of people think Genesis Mining or thought Genesis Mining wasn't real and was a scam. As you know, Trevon James just actually went and visited the Genesis Mining facility in Iceland to show everyone that it is legit and it is a real place, and they are really mining there. So there's always going to be skeptics, and you know there should be. You should question everything. You should always be skeptical, I think, when dealing with different sources of revenue or ways to like get money and get different coins in the crypto industry, because even things like BitBay and Redcoin, those things could fail. Those things aren't scams, but they're not a sure thing. You know, they could bottom out. So in the crypto world, anything could be a scam. You know, like just because something has a similar structure as another thing, or because you see a lot of multi-level marketing people who are interested in it, that doesn't mean that it's a scam. You know, it just means that they may see an opportunity in it, in a skill set that they're good in. For me personally, you know, I wanted to take advantage of the lending because I saw from other YouTubers that I had followed and I was watching, And just actually one of the friends that I made in one of my groups that I email and talk to on a regular basis, his name's Dan. He had been in it for a while, and he had put in quite a few K into BitConnect. Now, I wasn't looking to do that because obviously I do agree with the guy I was talking with in my comments the other day, that you'd never know, so like like I've said many times before, just invest what you're willing to lose. And so I took that as it is. I invested my piece so I would make a certain amount back. And my investment was just under $1,500. And I've been seeing steady, good interest payments. Now, you get your investment back in 290 days for like the one that I invested. And that's where he has a point. If it lasts that long for me to get that investment back, that's kind of the question. Um, but you get interest daily, and my interest ranges from anywhere from, I'd say, I think 12, almost $13 to my highest one was $23. And I wasn't really sure why my interest was so high that day, but I'm not complaining. And that's similar to when I first started mining Bitcoin. About what my Bitcoin mining on Genesis was for 15 terahashes. That was my first purchase I ever made with them, and at the time it was about the same, with where the difficulty was and where the price of Bitcoin. Right now it's about $12 or $13. I think would be that price, maybe 10 something. But I'd have to go to Coin Wars and check it out. I highly recommend anyone who is looking to invest in mining to go to Coin Wars, use their mining calculator or their currency calculators, so you can actually see what the profit is, how long it's going to take before investing your money into the mining. The other thing is, don't get caught up in just like the numbers. When you look at the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, there's no Litecoin contracts right now. I believe just maybe Monero. When you look at those contracts, you're going to see that obviously a hash is much smaller. So you're going to get much more hashes of like Monero, if that's what their that's what the power is, than you would of Bitcoin for the price, because Bitcoin is in gigahash or terahash. So the let's say, I don't know, let's say the $500 that you're going to spend on a mining contract for Dash, yeah, the number of hashes you're getting looks a lot larger than the amount of terahashes you're going to get for Bitcoin. But plug it into the calculator and see what the most profitable one is. These aren't things that you're going to get rich quick with. I wouldn't look at this as, oh, let me put $5,000 into here so I can get it back right away. These are long-term things. And I would say my best advice is to invest in coins that you see long-term profitability in. If you're in the crypto game, yeah, you can buy and short sell and stuff and make some good quick money. I do that with Litecoins quite a bit. But for the most part, you should be in this for the long run. These are investment opportunities. These are things that you see, going forward in the future and becoming worth more money. You look at Bitcoin, you look at Ethereum, Litecoin. Look how drastically they have changed. They've gone up by threefold in like less than 6 months. And it's crazy how much the world is adapting to cryptocurrency because of, I think, the realization that fiat currencies are going to fail eventually. And people are starting to open up to that and say, I don't want to hold my money in a failing system. I want to have control, and I want to see gains in my money. So I don't know. I've had a lot of people asking me about Bitcoin lately and Litecoin, Ethereum, and all that kind of stuff. And I tell everyone, I'm in no way the crypto all-knowing lord, of this type of information. I can just give you my best knowledge or advice based on the currencies that I happen to use. I find out new things every day. There are new coins and new opportunities that arise that I just don't know enough about to speak my piece on. I believe that you shouldn't talk about something if you don't know about what you're talking about. So I try to do my research, and if I'm ever wrong, feel free to correct me in my comment section. I'm humble. happy for what I have, and I'm happy for anything new that I can learn while I'm doing this. So I got to finish cleaning, but just wanted to check in with you guys. And yeah, hit me up in the comments section. Subscribe, donate. Well, you don't have to donate, but subscribe. Use my Genesis code. I will use yours back. I'm big on that, so it doesn't matter what it is. You just tell me what you donated, and I'll match your donation back to you guys. Within reason, if anyone's goes and makes like a $10,000 donation or Genesis mining purchase, I won't be doing that right now, but I would say up to 5 terahashes, I'll match you guys back for the first 10 people that do that, and yeah, well, I'm gonna put a cap on it. I'm gonna put a cap at that. That's the most money I'm gonna spend right now. You guys can look at that. I doubt it'll get that. I don't have that huge of a following yet, but thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in a little bit.